Hello everyone, and thank you for being here. Today I will be presenting our game user research report for INF2164. Wizard Wave is a 3D open-world action RPG where players explore a post-apocalyptic world filled with dangerous creatures known as Toxic Discord. The gameplay involves navigating environments, battling monsters with various combat moves, and use strategic character switching to overcome difficult foes. For this study, our participants play through the tutorial and engage in the game's early combat mechanics, ending with a boss encounter. We expect participants to learn the basics of movement, attacks, and defensive maneuvers, as well as how to manage character switches. This provides insight into how intuitive the combat mechanics are for players new to this genre. Our goals are to observe and document how new players interact with the combat system, focusing on their initial reaction and behaviors. Assess the intuitiveness of the game control for players unfamiliar with the genre, seeing how much time and effort is required for new players to become proficient with the combat mechanics. Understand the player's perception, frustration, and satisfaction with the combat system, gathering insights to recommend specific change or enhancement to improve the overall user experience and accessibility of the combat system. These goals are important because they will allow us to understand the learning curve of the Western Waves combat system and usability issues to enhance player engagement and accessibility to make the combat system more approachable for new players. For the research plan, we had participants begin with a brief introduction to the study and the consent form. They engaged in a 20 to 30 minutes gameplay session, focusing on the tutorial and initial combat challenge. Participants use the Think Aloud protocol during gameplay, verbalize their thoughts and reaction as they explore the game. Finally, we conduct 10 minutes interview to gather further insight into their experience, and we recorded both gameplay and room audio for later analysis. We conducted the study with a small group of participants who had no prior experience with open world action RPG like Genshin Impact or Legend of Zelda. Participants were selected through personal connects, including family, classmates, and friends. To ensure they fit our criteria, we asked each participant a screening question about their experience with similar games. Only those who had not played games in this genre were eligible. To prioritize the issue, we focused on two main criteria, frequency and severity. First, we looked at how often each issue occurred across participants, identifying patterns and determining which issues were most common. Second, we assessed the impacts of each issue on players' experience, focusing on whether it significantly disrupted gameplay or learning. The major issues that align with our research goals or improving the accessibility and intuitiveness of the combat system were given more higher severity. Then I will go over our top three issues with the Wizard Waves. One, participants often found the button function confusing, especially when dodge and sprint were mapped to the same button. For example, participants 2 unintentionally dodged instead of sprinting, leading to a lack of control during intense moments. This impacts 5 out of 6 participants and is a highly priority issue due to its effect on combat precision. We believe these themes form a cluttered button layout, and our recommendation is to clearly separate this function for better usability or to make the sprint dodge the attack. 2, there was a lack of clear instruction and hidden UI elements for important control, like the skill button in the red circle. Participants too expressed frustration when these elements were either hidden or insufficiently explained, make combat feel needlessly challenging. This issue was flagged by 5 participants and is also a highly priority. We suggest improving visibility and providing tutorial guidance for that skill button. 3. Tutorial text often disappeared too quickly and was poorly positioned, making it harder for user to read in time. Player 1 noted feeling rushed and unable to absorb the instruction. 5 participants encountered this issue, which we believe was due to short display times and suboptimal positioning. To solve this, we suggest increasing the duration of tutorial text and text visibility and repositioning it to a more accessible area to the screen or use visual clues to lead the player to learn intuitively. For example, highlight the weapon to remind the user of counterattack. And these are some of our other issues, and thank you for listening.